All right, hey there, YouTube. We are back today. I'm kind of a little bit upset and disappointed, mainly because I had filmed a bunch of stuff. I did a little bit of work to the Comanche and the Blue Jeep, and a few other things were going on. And then when I went to upload the video, I stepped away. And when I came back, all the stuff was corrupted. And then, and then I didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't back up the video files to my computer like I usually do. So I had deleted them all completely off my phone, even from the little trash folder. So I lost all of it. But I don't remember if I mentioned that my uncle's trailer was here. It used to be parked. It was parked over there on the street, back behind everything. Yeah, like right over there. And then they're doing the road. It's supposed to be chip sealing it. So they came out and did gravel, and that was like a couple days ago. But they were supposed to have done that last week, so I worked and put one of the axles on it, the one that was bent, and was able to pull it up here to where the Ford's sitting. And then they came over the weekend, and we converted it from swing axles to leaf springs, and he got it out of here. And the other day I had taken this Ford into the dealer to have them work on the rear end. But they wanted too much either way. But the first thing they wanted me to do, and they were really pushing, was to have a used axle put under it, which I thought was dumb because no telling what's going to happen to that one. And they wanted $4,000 for that, which I thought was stupid. And I said, well, there's a used axle under there already. How much is it gonna cost to fix it? And they said $2,000 for teardown, and they didn't know that if they could get the parts, which is dumb because before they would even talk to me and schedule me the appointment, I had to go into the parts department and verify that they could get the parts. And the guy printed me a list of all the parts that I would need that he could get, which was everything. And that was going to be about $850, let's say, plus or minus. So $2,000 plus $850, and then no telling what it was going to be for build up. I told him, no, I'm not going to do that. Just I'll come and get it. So I went down there and picked it up. So I ordered parts and some tools. And I'm gonna fix the rear end on this thing, hopefully. And I've never done anything like that before, so I've been watching YouTube videos and looking online and all this to get prepared to be able to do it. So I'll bring you guys along on that. Hopefully I don't screw it up, because I know it's real critical. But this is going to be priority number one. Get this thing going again, because I need to tow. Even though I don't tow that much, I still need it just in case, and to also like help people move and go pick up stuff, big stuff for myself. So we're gonna focus on the Ford, but that doesn't mean we're gonna stop working on the Comanche or the Blue Jeep. It's just money's gonna have to be dealt with properly. And we'll have to prioritize what we're going to do. So one of the things, though, we'll start with this Blue Jeep since it's right here. First thing I did was I pulled the rear bumper off. And instead of doing a DIY bumper kit, I think for this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come around here to the Gold Jeep. And I'm going to pull this bumper off, and I'll straighten out these two dings the best I can. They won't have to be perfect. And then I'll need another one of these caps but the bumper that came off this one had one. Let's walk over here. I really need to move this forward, but yeah, here's the old bumper that came off of that, and the side that I need is right here, and it has a big old like dent in it. So what I'm going to try to do is take my heat gun, and I'm going to try to pop that dent out and straighten it out as best I can, so I don't have to buy another one. So we're going to go ahead and use that one. And then let's see, front bumper's good. So then I jacked it up, and I replaced the leaf springs with another set like those ones up that were up on the front, so I replaced that. I put the 1-inch or whatever this is lift block, but the U-bolts that they provided are too short, and I got it cranked down like all the way. I can't tighten it much more than this, so I ordered some new U-bolts. For now, I am going to use the stock shackles just for now. I'm going to go ahead and use the rear sway bar, and the bushings seem to be pretty decent. I'll probably go through and like take them off and put a little bit of grease up in there. I already have the brake hose for the brake lines, so I got to replace that. I just went and got the wheel cylinder today. And then I ordered the spring kit, because I'm just going to go ahead and replace the springs and everything, and for both sides. And then what we'll do is once I get all those springs, I'll do the brakes, and then we'll put the drums back on. I'll clean them up, and then we'll start swapping tires. I'm going to go ahead and take those tires off the gold Jeep, put them on this, and we'll set this thing on the ground. And then I'll take my old Comanche wheels and tires and put them on the gold Jeep. And then we'll just set it on the ground, and I have a list of everything so far that I know that I need of, like shocks and bump stops and possibly some lift shackles. And but we're going to set it on the ground so then we can go out and move up the front. I will need some hardware for the hitch, because it's missing some stuff, and I want to drill a few extra holes to mount that up, and then fix that the trailer plug for the brakes and lights and stuff. And then I'll reroute all this, make it nice, and then straighten out whatever's been up on it. Still need the lift shocks. I was at AutoZone today. I should have looked. Then I have a list for stuff I might need underneath. We're going to go ahead and do U-joints and stuff. I'm not going to do an SYE kit on this. I'm just going to do a transfer case drop, which I already have the stuff for that. But we'll come up here to the front. We'll put the lift on it. I'll inspect everything. Rotors, ball joints, bushings, steering, everything. But we'll put the lift on it. I am going to go ahead and just do calipers, I think. And then if I have to, I'll do rotors. But we'll put the lift on it and do all that stuff, and then put it on the ground. And I have the lines for this. And then we're going to come up here, and I'll drain the oil and see how much, if any, water is down in the pan. And if there's none, then probably what I'll do is I will come up here, and I'm going to remove the head, and we'll inspect the head gasket, but we'll inspect the valves, combustion chamber, cylinder walls, and piston tops, and kind of see how much damage it might have been doing. and then see if we can just get away with doing the head gasket. And then I'm going to fix the wiring harness on this one, and I'll get rid of these butt splices. I'll solder and splice them together properly, and then heat shrink wrap and electrical tape and wire loom everything, reroute, make sure so that everything works. And then I have a battery tray that I had gotten that I was going to use for dual batteries. I have another one over there already, which I'm going to put on the Comanche, but I'm going to use that one. I went and picked up some bolts for it, just a universal kit, which I think should work. And then I got a bunch of other stuff too, because they had a lot of these tools for clearance. So so I just decided to pick some up. There's a piston ring compressor that was like $5, and I think it was like usually 12 or 13. This was like $10, or usually $10, but I got it for $3. See, that one was like 20 or 30 something. I got it for like $12 or $13, and then this thing again was like 12 or 13. I have the receipt. And then I got like a wiper blade for the back of the gold Jeep. I already put it on. So let's see. So yeah, I actually got these for 12. And then I got this, for $3. Let's see, that was $5 something normal price. Got my wiper blade for 12. Piston ring compressor, $5. And then this thing for $13. So I figured I'd just load up on this stuff, and because I could use it. And then I picked up the cylinders for this Blue Jeep, and I had to order the spring kit, which will come Saturday, which is a couple days from now. But we'll continue working on this thing. I'll wait though to get stuff as we move along, and as money is money allows. But over here on the Comanche now, I got all the stuff in. So I got my adjustable links. I got them all up in there. As I was putting it on, I from the footage I lost, I talked about some stuff that was going on with it that I didn't like. Mainly was this bolt right here. It needs some kind of it needs a spacer, and it really needs a washer, because they're really betting on that head of that bolt to keep it in the hole there, and it's pretty large, so I think that thing's could slip through, so I might adapt it myself. I'm gonna try to see if I can't run these down a little more. They stopped right there, or at least this side, so I'm gonna have to take it back off and see if I can't run it down a little bit more, because I think I want it I want this down just a bit. I think that's what I want to do. And then here, if I have it move forward, so this back hole is the original front hole, and then the other one is right up in here where my finger is. You can't, right up in there. So, and if I had it back there, it would be hitting the springs. So I decided that I had seen it online. Somebody did this. They just moved it forward and drilled a hole up here, which I'm gonna wait, because I'm going to get the steering box brace from Barnes 4-wheel drive, and it goes all the way from this side to the other side, and then clamps onto the housing up here somewhere for the steering box. That's what it looks like to me. So we're just gonna do that. So I'm gonna hold off on this, but there's plenty to do to this one that we can still, I can still make some videos on working on this, and we can still see progress with it. So yeah, so I was kind of upset that I lost all that footage. And then these leaf springs here were done, they were done up properly. So I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna give the gold Jeep some love and put them on it. I'm also gonna put my shackle relocation brackets that I have bought for it up there. So yeah, there's a weed hanging there, and then I just flipped it up. So yeah, because I think this thing, as I drive around, it rattles. So what I'll do is I'll just replace these springs with those other ones, and then we'll try to fix this leaf spring pack and then have it for something else. But first we're gonna get this thing fixed as we work on these other two and get them all ready to go. So plugs and wires, 6/6/21. Oh, that's interesting that they actually marked that. But I'll inspect all that stuff. I need to add this to the list, but yeah, so we can keep doing stuff. I also kind of went around and talked about some of the other side stuff that I did. Like, I did start cleaning this. It is a little dirty again, messed up, because I had to clean out the Ford from the stuff that was in it so I could take it to the dealer. So I'll just put all that stuff back. I got to move this extension cord, which I made. I got this extension cord from my grandpa's and put new ends on it for the dryer plug, the 220 plug. And then I was trying up here, I was trying to make like a pigtail out of this to be able to plug into there and then have like just a regular 3-prong outlet. But I think I'm going to go a different route with that. And then back up in here, you really can't see it down there. I don't think I can turn on the light. Let me look for a flashlight. Well, shoot, I had one. Guess I'll get one of the ones off the charger, because they're all charged up. Okay. Okay, so down in there I put in 2 plugs. The reason being is because when we were working on the trailer, we had to use this outlet, and I didn't want to have to keep unplugging and plugging in my dryer, even though it won't be in use while I'm using the welding stuff. I just got sick of unplugging and plugging it back in. So I put 2 outlets. So I'll have to move this dryer out towards me, away from that counter a little bit, because I'm going to plug in and store the extension cord that I made alongside of it. And then I got to figure out with that one, because it's hot all the time regardless of whether or not I turn off all the breakers. So I'm going to have to have an electrician probably put in a breaker for it, and then I'll just have them run some more electrical stuff. But while I've been cleaning, I've been trying to separate tools and hardware and spare parts and everything, so that I can take all the tools, put them in my boxes, and then build my toolkits for the vehicles from like out of my old, like the not so nice tools, and then put them in the vehicles. And all the hardware I'm going to put in that thing with all the drawers that I got from my grandpa's that I put wheels on. And then I came over here, like the next day after working on that side and did a lot more. And again, been separating everything. And then I have an idea. The idea is to take my toolboxes and finally go ahead and put them here. One here up against this beam, take out all that stuff and that bottom shelf, put the other one again against this beam, and then stack stuff alongside of it. Put my spare tires in the back, and then I'm going to put stuff here, and then I'm going to probably raise this up a little bit, put the sandblaster in here, and then move these carts out to the front. And then I've been working on the plasma cutter to get it going, because my uncle's friend who came to help weld on that, well, he did all the welding on the trailer, because he's a certified professional welder and used to, I think, do it professionally. And then he was also a teacher for many years. He came and did all that. So I'll move those carts over here, and then have room for the sandblaster and everything. And so we'll do that. And then I put casters on my drill press, and I had filmed that. And then all it is, it's a bolt with a washer through the top, and then on the back side it's like an oversized nut, which had to be metric so that could slide over the bolt, but still be somewhat tight enough to not wiggle around. And then there's a washer under that, and then a nut that tightens it all up, and then there's a spacer nut that goes on to the rest of that bolt. And then the caster has a threaded shank that goes up in and tightens to that spacer nut. So that's how I did that. Maybe one of these times, I don't know if I can actually get you under there to see. I don't know if you can see that back up in there. I'll wiggle it around. That's the setup, though. Hopefully you saw that. I don't know. I couldn't see my screen because I had to flip the phone upside down. So that's how I did that. And so we could move this thing over easier. And I still got a lot to do. This I'm gonna make a homemade spray can mixer. So you take you take this, put this on, drill a hole through this cap, then you glue this, pound this down in there with some glue it. You have a bolt through there, and then your let's say this is a spray can. It'll go down inside, and then you put your drill on it, and it'll mix it up a lot better. And I'll have to put some foam or a rag liner. So then you hold the drill, and then you shake, as you spin it, you go up and down, and I guess it mixes it a lot better than standing there for several minutes shaking the thing, looking like an idiot. So that's what that's for. But yeah, I got lots of stuff to do, and then we're gonna, when we got downtime, if I don't have money to do this stuff, we're gonna come over here to all my wood, or not wood, metal, and wood too, I guess. We could always make a wooden project, but we'll come over here to all this metal, and we'll start pulling it out and see what we can make. I might go ahead and make the rear bumper for that gold Jeep out of this. But for the gold Jeep, I am going to buy the stiffener that's for there in the back, and I'm going to put that on there eventually. And then we'll go through scrap and stuff and get something figured out to make. I think I'm going to use these. I might make a bench grinder stand. I might have some plate. I did have some plate. There's some over there. And then I think we used a lot of that stuff for my uncle's trailer. I thought I had one piece left over. Because those straps and those some of those down there were made for that. I thought I had another piece. But anyway, I'll look around. Yeah, that's weird because I don't think we used that piece. Oh yeah, I remember now. I know where it is. It's over here. I had to put it under that jack stand to keep it from digging down into the dirt because it doesn't have any feet or a plate like those do. So yeah, so we'll figure some stuff out to do. Yeah, it just bums me out that I lost that footage. And then I also have some more stuff down here that I can make some more of those paint mixer deals that I'll probably just make some and give them away as gifts, I think. But I really didn't need to buy it because I just needed the caps, and I'm going to use this one for mine because it's like flat on the bottom, whereas that one's round, which it doesn't matter. I think I'll prefer this one. And then, but yeah, I'll get some more caps and then give them away as build them and then give them away as gifts to my family. But yeah, so still got lots of things that we can do, and we'll do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on something, and so that'll be it for this video. Sorry it was so long of me just talking about stuff, but I had to catch you up with what's going on with these Jeeps since I lost the footage of what I had done, and then with this thing and that trailer too. I didn't really film us fixing it, but you know, I did film it that it was up here and that we were getting ready to work on it, and then that it was gone. And then I still have the old axles right here. So what I'm going to probably do with these is I'm going to cut off the ends, you know, these dog bone pieces, and then there's I think it's filled with rubber, or it has bushings in there somewhere, and then a big bar. So I'm gonna try to not cut into this square tubing and just cut those things off, and then probably use these drums and stuff or something, and then cut those brackets off probably, maybe, and then I'm gonna make something with these two. One of them is, I think the square tubing is kind of bent. They might naturally be, but I think this one's straight. But anyway, we got stuff to make some more stuff. And then I'll probably even look at building some rock slider steps for this thing, because out of the stuff I have, I do have some square tubing back up in there in the corner right there that I think is the same size and thickness as these two pieces. There's one there and then one right there left over from the trailer, and I'd walked over there and I stuck them up against the frame, and they stick out just enough that I could weld a piece on the end. So we'll have to find something to use, because I'm just going to bolt them on, because I'm going to put stiffeners in the middle right there on that Comanche, and then eventually when I get some money, but I'll make them to where I can bolt them on and use them now so I can get up in that thing easier. But alright, well that's it for now. I'm going to get to working on something, and then I'll bring you back in another video. So till next time, y'all take care now.